Hey, how you doing everyone? It's Jamie here. Thanks very much for joining me in today's video. So one of the questions one of our students asked of me recently was, Jamie, what's it like working with a seven-figure mentor? What are the key takeaways that you've got from working with this particular gentleman? I thought, well, that's a really damn good question. And one that I think that people watching this video are probably going to get some benefit from as well. So without further ado, I'm going to deliver to you the key takeaways that I've experienced. And bear in mind, when this question was asked of me, I literally just spouted off the top of my head what I thought the key takeaways were. And these are the four things that once I condense everything down, these are the four things that I've kind of noticed that other people do that are very, very successful around me and my mentors, that perhaps differentiate them from maybe the rest of us in certain ways, right? So, and I've adapted a lot of these traits now as well, thankfully, or slowly starting to adapt them. I'm not, it's never a perfect science as far as that's concerned. Anyway, so before I get into that though, if this is the first time on the channel, welcome. My name's Jamie. I cover internet marketing and affiliate marketing. It's just me talking about my 9+ years of that related experience. If any of that's of interest to yourself, I'd invite you to join me. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, smash that bell icon to stay up to date with everything I'm putting out. So, little caveat at this point though, this is not going to be a super flash channel with all the whiz bang stuff. It's just me, like I say, talking about my experience. So, anyway, stop rambling, Jamie. Give us the stuff. Right. So basically, the key takeaways. The number one thing was laser focus. That is just the number one thing that just happens to be there. And this is just, it's from working with them, and it's also from any time I've actually achieved anything in my life at all, and even my own results. When my affiliate marketing journey kind of blew up, some of you guys might know the story, but just real quick as well, I've been struggling since 2011 to sort of like 2017, 18. I struggled. I started making a few affiliate commissions, but I still couldn't really get past a certain level, and I was kind of getting pretty damn frustrated, if I must admit. And so it wasn't until that I sat down with my seven-figure mentor. He's like, listen, man, you're doing way too much stuff. You need to just simplify the processes down and kind of get rid of all that stuff that's not generating revenue, or at least pushing your business forward. And I thought that's pretty cool advice. And lo and behold, once I followed this advice, I kind of ignored it for a while, not because I'm egotistical necessarily, but because I wanted to finish off a couple of projects and whatnot. And so I kind of ignored the advice, and then eventually I did just do the advice and condense my entire business down with his help into 4 basic steps. And it was the ability to have an entire business model and condense it down into something that is repeatable, that we've now been able to teach over 320 students as part of the Super Affiliate Accelerator as well. Check that out if you're interested in learning, getting a free case study in regards to that. But yeah, basically, when I focused on those 4 things, I had my first $1,000 day within 7 days. I had my second $1,000 day the next day. And I went on to have my first $10,000 a month and so on and so forth ever since. So laser focus, that's number one. Now, the other thing is, on the back of that is just having the gumption, the confidence in yourself just to give it a shot. Not seeking permission, not seeking validation or whether something's going to work or not. It's just literally going out there, giving it a shot, seeing how it works, having the confidence in yourself to just try it without needing that permission, and just having faith that the process that you are following is working and is going to work into the future as well. That was the second thing, and that was something that I found kind of fascinating. Now I've had to write down the third one. Bear with me one moment. Execute with lightning speed. Now this is another one. Again, it kind of ties into all 4 of these that I'm talking about, all tie in together really, because if you look at like not needing validation, not seeking validation, and not needing permission to go and do something, what tends to happen is you can execute with proficiency and with accuracy and speed, because you're not kind of, should I, shouldn't I, because you're confident in yourself enough just to say, what's the worst that could happen? Let's try it, give it a shot, right? And so that was another massive takeaway, something that I'm adapting into my own life, which is hence why you might see a bit of a metamorphosis across my channel, because going back to the start of this channel, I was trying to do all the fancy editing and stuff, and a lot of the sound bites were like horrendous. Some of the, save your ears, make sure your volume's down. There's a little intro that I used to do that kind of just blew people's ears to smithereens, and it's because I didn't know how to edit and all that sort of stuff. Because I was trying to do something I wasn't really even, I didn't even want to do editing, to be honest. Which is why now I feel very comfortable doing this in the format that I do, because it's just me kind of just talking about my experience rather than me trying to shape fit and seeking validation and permission to go and do what I'm doing now, as opposed to trying to shape fit what I thought that I should be doing as part of growing a YouTube channel. Now, I must admit that me doing that, I'm not going to grow this channel to monolithic proportions. I'm never going to have a channel that's going to have like 1 million subscribers or anything like that. If it does, well, it's a pleasant surprise, right? But it was never about that. For me, it's now just about communicating the value that I know I've been able to build up and learn lessons I've learned along the way of doing all this stuff, right? So that's the other thing. And then the last thing is being quite comfortable with the fact that a lot of the stuff you do is not going to work out. And it's interesting, is a lot of people view that as failure. They might go, oh, well, that's a failure. I don't want to fail. Failure sucks. And well, I think one of the things that I've learned, one of the four things that I've kind of talked about today, is basically just trying it, just giving it a shot. Like having a go, seeing what happens. Not like, and again, this all ties in together, like the speed of execution, the confidence just to try it. But then here's the kicker, right? Is that just having a go and facing the fact that there will be setbacks along the way. But instead of like bloody flagellating yourself over your setbacks and going, oh, I'm a failure. You are not a failure. You have experienced a failure or a setback, and there's a shit ton of learning that can be done from that. That doesn't necessarily mean that you own that thing. It's not like you wear this cape, I'm a failure forever and everything in my life is sucky. No, it's just something that you've tried, man. At least you've tried. Who else can say that? A lot of people are just still sitting in the sidelines. A lot of people are probably watching this like quite prepared to write some nasty comments and, oh, this guy's an idiot. Look at him, his crazy face and weird voice, and why is he holding that ball for? I don't know. This is my stress ball. That's why. So that's the go. And this thing here, this is the door shutting. That's fine. Don't worry about that. So yeah, that's it. Don't beat yourself up if you have a setback. It's completely fine. We all experience it. But the successful people, they have stuff that goes wrong all the time. We all do. No one escapes it. It's not like you become a success and then all of a sudden everything you do just turns to gold. Your ability to move with more precision increases. Your ability to adapt and deal with those setbacks increases as well, or decreases the time that you spend wallowing and all that sort of stuff. But that's it. Nothing overly complex. So those are the four takeaways. And just to recap, I'm going to have to read them because I wrote them down. Focus like a mofo. That's what I actually said. Focus like a mofo. Execute with lightning speed. And again, that comes back to confidence and just giving it a shot without needing permission or seeking validation for it. Number 3 was, the way I've written it is have the nuts to give it a go. There you go. There's confidence. Have the confidence in yourself and the belief of the system that you're running with, that it will work out. And if it doesn't, who cares? That's the last part, and the exact words that I wrote down were, expect to win, but take lessons, not self-beatings from the setbacks as you go along. So anyway, on that note, hopefully you guys got some value out of this, out of my crazy ball throwing and my ramblings. But anyway, my name's Jamie. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Feel free to hit the old like button if you want to grab a free case study of how you can use the very basic 3-step system that we're teaching our students. You want to learn all about it, all you need to do is click that button below. Check out the website. It's called jgcall.com. And if it's of interest, book a call with me. I can see whether or not we fit together, and I'll be glad to help you out if we are. Anyway, my name's Jamie. Appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.